Warning. Before starting the installation, make sure that there is no voltage on the connection cables. Activities related to installation, connection and adjustment should be performed by a qualified electrician who has read the operating instructions and the functions of the device. RNK-02 is the wall transmitter, which belongs to the wireless control system, Exta free. The transmitter is designed for control of lighting, roller blinds, entrance or garage gates, and others. The transmitter has a modern look. Particular attention should be paid to the thickness of the transmitter, which is 11.5 mm only. Thanks to that, it looks very elegant on the surface installed. RNK-02 has one large and convenient key, which could control up to 2 receivers independently. The LED during normal operation indicates signal transmission. This LED is also used as battery discharge indicator. A single 20 to 32 battery is used for power supply. It allows operation for 3 to 5 years period, depending on the quantity of use. RNK-02 operates at 868 MHz radio frequency. The operating range is limited to 250 meters in open area. Dimensions of RNK-02 transmitter are similar to usual electrical installation equipment. The height of the transmitter is 80 mm, and its width 90 mm. The transmitter is designed for surface installing on virtually any surface. It can be easily installed on the wall, plasterboard, furniture boards, glass. Metal surfaces are the only exception. Installing on metal surfaces is not recommended, as it may significantly reduce the transmitter operating range. Double-sided tape or installing screws could be used for assembly. Both tape and screws are included in the box. There are 2 special holes for screw install. When installed on back boxes, it is possible to screw the transmitter directly to such a box. The transmitter is powered by a single CR2032 battery. The battery discharge status is signaled by several blinks of the LED during normal transmission. The advantage of the RNK-02 transmitter is that battery change does not require disassembly of the transmitter from the installation site. To change the battery with a screwdriver, gently pry and remove the key. Then, gently remove the electronics board in order not to damage it. Then replace the battery itself. Remove the batteries from the basket. In its place, put a new battery, paying attention to the correct polarity. Then the electronics board should be assembled again in the transmitter base. Latched into the base. And at the very end place back the key. After replacing the battery, check its proper operation. Once the transmitter does not work, repeat the battery replacement operation. A single RNK-02 transmitter can be used with an unlimited number of Exta free receivers. The only limitation is the operating range, which in the case of the RNK-02 transmitter is limited to 250 meters in open area. If it is necessary to increase the operating range, up to 4 signal repeaters, RTN01, can be installed on the path between the transmitter and the receiver. The RNK-02 transmitter can be paired with the Exta free system receiver in 4 different ways. Method of programming the transmitter to the receiver. Determine the functionality of the receiver. The operating modes and the programming method are described in the manual of each receiver. In this video, the functionality of the RNK-02 transmitter will be shown on the example of operation with the ROP-02 receiver. This receiver is used to control 2 wall lamps that are connected to the receiver's out 1 and out 2 outputs. While using the central unit EFC01, control can be carried out from any mobile device equipped with Android or iOS. First, the RNK-02 transmitter will be paired to the receiver, in the switch on/off mode. In order to control the first wall lamp, switching on the wall lamp will be done by pressing the top button. Switching off by pressing the bottom button. In order to program the transmitter in this mode, begin the programming procedure. When the status LED lights up, press the top button. When it blinks, press the bottom button. Now, the transmitter is paired with the receiver, and it could be used to control lamps. Pressing the top button switches the lamp on. Pressing the bottom button switches the lamp off. Pairing in bistable mode. In such mode, the first lamp will be switched on and off on using the top button, while the second lamp will be switched on and off on by bottom button. In order to pair the transmitter into ROP-02 in this mode, begin the programming procedure. Press the top button. When the status LED blinks, release this button. The same will be done for the second channel. Begin the programming procedure. Wait for the LED status to blink. Press the bottom button. When the LED blinks, release this button. From this moment, the receiver could be controlled in way by pressing the top button. Switches on and off the first lamp. By pressing the bottom button, the second lamp is switched on and switched off. Up to 32 different transmitters could be paired into one ROP-02 receiver. For example, having 2 or 3 RNK-02 transmitters, they can be paired into the receiver, thanks to which it is possible to control, for example, lighting from several different places. By this, high flexibility and functionality of the system could be achieved.